Hey folks, MonsterMatt here, and today we're playing Battlefleet Gothic Armada. It's a new-ish game based in the Warhammer 40,000 universe. Well, I guess in the Battlefleet Gothic universe, technically. I'm pretty sure there's separate games. Basically, Battlefleet Gothic takes place on the scale of spaceships and space battles, whereas Warhammer 40,000 tends to take place on more of like a troop and army-based front. So we're going to do the campaign because, hey, it sounds like a lot of fun. This will probably be a little bit of a slower-paced game, a lot of tactical decisions, a lot of fleet combat. But if that appeals to you, then stick around because this should be pretty good. We're playing on normal. We'll do the tutorial to start with, I think. Best we know how to play. Plus, it probably introduces the story too.
For 10,000 years, the Imperium of Man has endured under the rule of the immortal Emperor.
Endured is a strong word, but
worlds
okay.
of man are scattered across the galaxy, threatened by savage aliens, heretics who defy the Emperor's will, and horrors lurking upon forgotten worlds. It is a time of endless war, selfless heroism, and blackest infamy.
Yeah, there's not a lot of sunshine and rainbows to be had in this place.
I see fortresses in the stars. A circle of 6, but they sleep yet and must be awakened. Ride upon the storms of chaos. Gather your rivals around you. Send discord and terror throughout 1,000 worlds. Abaddon the Despoiler, War Master of Chaos.
Well, they certainly like their cutscene volume, because that is loud.
You speak in meaningless riddles. What are the fortresses in the stars? Answer me or die now! Stop this foolishness. I have consorted with creatures far more powerful than you. Speak, crone, but I will remember your insolence. Seek the hand of darkness. Take the eye of night. With these, the citadels will be yours to command.
Because that's less
Of
vague.
a billion throats will cry your name in fear and hatred. The stars themselves will run red with blood. If you have the courage for it. War Master.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, Abaddon the Despoiler is basically the leader of the entire Chaos faction. Well, I say leader, but I mean they're the Chaos gods themselves. It
Captain
probably
Spire,
outrank him
data
pretty
log
seriously.
Battlefleet Command has lost contact with Orbital Station Aleph in the Naxos system. I'm on my way to investigate.
So,
Sir, we're approaching the location of Orbital Station Aleph.
Captain, the station is surrounded by an asteroid field. I have calculated the best approach for us to pass through it safely.
we got a whole damn crew telling us what to do. Well, that's fine.
At your command.
So for those of you who don't know that much about the Warhammer 40,000 universe, basically, there's no real easy way to just sum it up. It's pretty involved. What is that about? I can't see what's off screen there. May need to fix my options a bit. Hang on. What's up with that? Windowed full screen, fine. Let's just go. No, same thing. 16 by 9. Yeah, that's all correct. For some reason, I cannot see the whole thing. That's unusual. Hopefully that'll fix itself sooner or later. Maybe it's meant to be like that. Anyway. Yeah, so there's no real easy way to sum up the Warhammer 40,000 universe other than there's a lot of people that do a lot of things wrong. Would probably be the simplest, easiest way to put it. It's a great system. It has a lot of great lore.
Orders received.
When I say that things have been done wrong, I don't mean the writing, I don't mean the story. I mean, like, a lot of the decisions made by the characters have led to a lot of unfortunate circumstances. like one of the principal enemies of the whole like story,
Yes, Admiral.
basically did what he did because of daddy issues being turned against him, and I guess that's pretty classic at this point. You know, there's a lot of that going around in fiction, and so that's certainly
Ship ready.
not a bad thing, but it's just like, dude, really? You're going to
Underway.
turn against everything and everyone you knew because you have daddy issues and people have been whispering in your ear?
There's an active minefield directly ahead, Captain. We must maneuver quickly, or it is likely the ship will be damaged.
All available power to the plasma thrusters. We're
Okay,
going
okay,
to execute
okay.
a high-energy turn.
Dodge.
Resuming normal
Dodge,
function.
dodge, 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 dodge.
Setting course.
Okay. We dodged us
High-energy
some
turn
mines.
Successful, Captain. The thrusters are already recharging.
Helm. Resume our course to the orbital station.
Okay. Dodged mines. That's good. Mines are bad. But yeah, the guy that kind of caused this, he's dead now. But Abaddon, the War Master in that cutscene a little while ago, is his successor. He was his first captain back in the day.
Our arrays indicate that the orbital station is heavily damaged. I suggest we move in closer to discover what happened here.
He kind of inherited
Your orders.
the reins, so to speak. And it is his job, more or less.
We can reach the station faster.
Guys,
by
I am
pushing
trying
the
to tell a
engine
story
setters to
here.
All ahead full.
Jeez, you have no respect for plot.
Changing course.
Basically, what Abaddon, the War Master's role is to try to get the disparate factions of Chaos together and form them into actual coherent fleets, which, you know, considering their faction is called Chaos, is quite a headache. So as you can imagine, he's in a bad mood pretty much 24/7, because these guys do not get along ever
Awaiting
for any
orders.
reason. Depending on which faction of like which Chaos God they subscribe to, some of them have different, well, vastly different tendencies, vastly different priorities, which I will not get into because some of it is just plain creepy. But basically, Chaos is the extremes of mankind's existence, I guess. Like, each god represents one facet of humanity taken to a complete and a totally unreasonable extreme. Like, Khorne is the lord of like war and blood and death. Well, more violence, really. Nurgle is the god of like pestilence and disease. Slanesh is the one I'm not talking about because
It seems like the station
all
has
kinds
been
of
attacked
weird
recently.
stuff going on there.
The enemy may still be lurking around.
And
Sir,
Tzeentch.
I recommend
Guys.
dispatching some of the ship's armsmen to board orbital station Aleph.
Yeah.
And report on what they find.
Shut up.
Ship ready.
And Tzeentch is the god of change, and possibly one of the more entertaining ones, because the dude has so many plans that it's impossible to keep track of all of them, and you kind of get the feeling that after a point he just sort of takes credit for things that he, you know, may or may not have actually had anything to do with. So he's kind of entertaining in that sense. I'm supposed to be boarding this thing? Okay.
Boarding parties underway, Captain.
Why is it red? Oh, it's injured or
Seeing
damaged.
several
I
weapon
got you.
impacts and signs of explosions on the bulkheads. We've found the command center, sir. This place is a mess. It's full of bodies. The station's command crew. They're all dead.
Act cautiously, Sergeant. I have a bad feeling about this.
Sir, we found a survivor.
Right on cue.
The station is a trap. We're under attack by traitor forces.
Oh dear.
Captain, a defense platform on the station has activated and is targeting our vessel. Broadside macro cannons ready to fire on your order, sir.
And if you're wondering why all these Imperial buildings look like floating churches, like even our ship kind of looks like that, it's because, you know, the whole Gothic architecture thing implied by the name, but also because they are the humble servants of the quote-unquote God Emperor. A being of not inconsiderable power, who, according to the story of Warhammer, is basically like most of our ancient heroes. It's just like the work of this one guy, or that's kind of what it's implied to be. The supreme irony of that, though, is
Destroyed,
prior to
Captain.
his
Blew it to pieces.
prior to being interred on his
so.
throne, because
I'm picking up
he's
some
kind of on
strange
life
signals
support
in the
forever.
nearby gas cloud.
Guys, I am trying to fill the people
Sir,
in here.
The signals.
Oh boy, I'm being shot
They're
at.
Iconoclast destroyers.
Chaos ships. This sector is a long way from the Eye of Terror. What could they be after here?
Whatever their reasons, Captain, these heretics must be destroyed at once.
Captain, consulting the ship's cogitators and machine spirit can help guide you in making tactical decisions in battle.
Okay, I can slow things
Activating
down. That's
tactical
cool.
cogitators.
How does that help me exactly in this case? Like, oh, I can like take time to read stuff. Cool. 25, 25, 25. Your armor is all kind of the same.
Your orders.
Mine is better in the front, but I need to attack you from the side, so.
Master Gunner, we need to direct additional power to the targeting cogitators to increase our weaponry's accuracy.
Okay, which
Yes,
one is that? This one? Cool. Lock on. Special order. Accuracy up. Crit chance way up. Nice. 100% increase, actually, so guaranteed crits. That's awesome.
Your orders.
Like I was saying, though, basically during the whole daddy issues uprising I mentioned earlier, the Emperor was mortally wounded, and he was interred on a throne that was basically a life support system. And the irony of all this is, prior to this, he was like, okay, guys, I know I'm super awesome. I have amazing psychic powers. I can do incredible things. But I'm not a god. I am just a really, really fortunate person. I'm talented in all this stuff, yada yada yada. But I'm still a man. And then like the moment, well, even leading up to him being interred, like, this kind of began to happen.
Engines hot.
But like the moment he was no longer there to be like, no guys, don't do this.
Engaging.
Everyone immediately just started worshiping him, and I have to imagine that if he were aware of it, and he probably is in some level because his mind is still sort of there. He's probably very disappointed with people. But you know, that's kind of how the Warhammer universe works. It's very grim. Nobody's plans really ever work out the way they want them to. Come on, finish him off. Good. Good. Don't even take that much damage. Not too shabby. Of course, it is just the tutorial.
Well done, crew.
Captain,
Well, what is that?
the auger arrays
Oh,
are
no.
reporting more enemy signals. Many more.
That's a lot of
A
ships.
gigantic chaos fleet. There's no way we could survive fighting them head on.
No.
Contact the High Command immediately.
I couldn't even
Unable
take
to do
like
so, Captain.
a third
All
of that many.
communications are jammed. Captain, there may be a way for us to escape and warn Port Moore. We could risk an emergency warp jump.
I'll risk it.
It's risky to engage the warp
2,
engines
4,
this close
6,
to the
8,
star's
10,
gravitational
12, 14,
field.
16, 18.
But the
That's like
Chaos Fleet has us boxed
that's like
in.
22 ships, man. That is
So
that
we
is
don't
bogus.
have any other options.
We are getting the hell out of here, man. That's a lot of ships. Holy crap.
Oh, eternal God Emperor. Preserve us from the dangers of the void.
See what I mean about the whole God Emperor thing? Yeah, they're really into it. Bye-bye. Ooh. Opening a gate into the warp. It's how the ships, okay, it's not exactly your standard hyperdrive or whatever the heck you want to call it from various other science fictions. The warp is literally where the beings of chaos live, but it's also the only way they have to get around faster between, like, the far reaches of space. So, it's kind of a perilous advantage. Like, you can use it to get to places faster and easier if you're lucky. There are warp storms that can throw you off course, sending you places you didn't intend to go. Sometimes it messes with like where you come out in time. Like it's just a very unstable place full of all kinds of wacky stuff. It's pretty interesting stuff. And I have been rambling about like esoteric lore crap this whole time, so I'm sorry if that's off-putting to anybody. But if you enjoy this kind of thing, seriously, like, even if you don't want to, like, even if you have no interest in actually playing any of these games, like, the lore is certainly well done, or, I mean, it's certainly interesting at the very least. But it seems like our ship, the Dauntless, our Dauntless-class, the Son of Illumination, has gained a level, so that's certainly good. We get a bunch of renown, which I am assuming is some kind of money. So that's good. Bombs are dangerous. No, really? Good. Never would have thought of that myself. Portmore, capital of the Gothic sector, headquarters of Battlefleet Gothic, and this is going to be another loud cutscene, isn't it? I have the volume turned down, and it does not care. These are very loud. Wait. Okay, that big thing next to us? I want that ship. It's like twice the size of mine. Like, no, more like 4 times the size. Holy crap, yeah. We want that one.
If what you say is true, Captain Spire, a vast Chaos fleet is massing for attack.
Why would I lie?
Inquisitor Horst, are you sure of this man?
Maybe we should consider someone else.
Isn't this captain from a planet that rebelled against the Emperor's will?
Enough!
Oh, man.
His faith will be tested thoroughly.
So we have a Space Marine, a Machine Adept. I'm not sure who the two in the middle were.
Love the Emperor, for he is the salvation of mankind.
Uh-oh.
Obey his words, for he will lead you into the light of the future.
Honor
his servants, for they speak his voice. Tremble before his majesty, for we all walk in his immortal shadow.
Yeah, that's kind of the other thing about the Imperium that's a little
Let
bit
us begin.
A little bit iffy. I mean, I guess they kind of have to be, but they're super paranoid about everything. Like, if they have even the slightest reason to suspect that you might be tainted by chaos, they will just off you immediately.
The enemy we face is no ordinary foe.
I understand.
You are to be promoted to the rank of Admiral and given command of a fleet.
I will not fail you, Inquisitor.
There is much to do and little time, Admiral Spire. I fear a storm coming to the Gothic sector. One we are not yet prepared to face.
Well, we'll have to get prepared then, won't we? We certainly won't do to be not prepared.
The Gothic sector is beginning to turn away from the Emperor's light. Treachery, sedition, and heresy have broken out like a plague upon our worlds.
Not heresy. Heresy's bad.
Your new rank entitles you to command a small war fleet of Imperial Navy ships.
These guys talk a lot,
It is
man.
your task to ensure the citizens of the Imperium remain safe and loyal.
Safe and loyal, okay. Seditions. That's some small writing. Holy crap. Soldiers gone rogue will try to take systems from me. These traitors are not part of any individual threat, but lost systems will give you penalties depending on the system's type nonetheless. So each turn, some worlds may become seditious. So my overall objective is to hold the Gothic sector. Across the void of known space, enemies of the Imperium are legion, lurking and awaiting an opportunity to strike its planets and territories. Every sector must be held by local fleets in order to defend the Emperor's systems and loyal subjects. Each world has its own benefits. Try not to lose them to anyone. If you lose more than 50 systems, the Gothic sector will be lost, and you'll lose the game. Okay, so there's my lose condition. Apparently I'm going to Acker, because it's being seditious. But I'm going to go ahead and say that probably that first mission probably took enough time for a video, and it's late anyway, so I'm going to call it here and get back to this next time, I think. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to click the like button. I know it's not for everyone, and I understand that, but I'm going to play it anyway because I think this game is really cool. You know, the whole tactical aspect, the Warhammer lore, it's just a lot of things that I enjoy. If you have any comments, feedback, want to say hi, anything like that, be sure to leave a comment. I will get back to you. And of course, if you're feeling generous or just want to see more of my stuff, which I would, you know, be very flattering, then be sure to subscribe. But for now, you know, have a great day, evening, night, morning, whatever time it is, and MonsterMatt out.